He was previously one of my favorite representatives from the NDC on your show, and I hope to see a return to his earlier approach in the future. Okay. Into who can be a washing fee, but one for woodin and cajon. Where say Obi, it appears Wayek has taken Ghanaian parents for granted. How can you punish innocent students for their negligence? Or sebo inside Takrade and or the way a praying. Ma yen shanafe yen twaso. Honorable Akwabana at the saying.
Yeah, no, Nyamia Domira. No way.
Adam.
Now, catch up.
And yes, go for the avocado.
Nyamia Dom, Yura, that's Berana, Kokubuatin.
Yes.
You have been my hearing. Akra, Unkwaso, Sama Yakonso, or short chow.
Major so papa. Constituency now somewhere.
Be a pa. Very well, my grace.
Wow. So, second term in Parliament, so second term.
My second term, I'm Yadum. Yeah, you didn't watch your first term, Kakra. And the 8th Parliament, no one said, na learning grounds for us, opportunity for us to understudy our big boys now, parliamentary procedures and my idea. So we decided that we'll learn a lot. And na executive adjuman, so I did my ministry. So 2 arms of government, you know, because you practice it. A hybrid, both parliamentary and presidential system.
Yes.
And we mostly have ministers, our more executive, also serving as MPs. In other words, MPs, SIM, ministers. Oye Juma, I'm executive, no one sank Juma, I'm at the legislature. Albeit there are some small saying problems, but by the grace of God, we're able to overcome those situations. And also a learning curve in our political life. So the political life cycle I want yes, satif baby. Certainly student politics. And so it's a product, marketing or a product life cycle, product 1, beginning stage of the product. You know, beginning stage of our political life, you know, was the student politics days when we're so much involved in student politics. Doing frontline student politics with another prayer with the money with so and then the growth stage when after school now you start to say politics back office that time we are going into corporate so I couldn't do politics in the private corporate the humans there we were in I never compromise with human and so we tried to learn. Then the saturation stage or the maturity stage of our growth. I mean the life cycle of politics. When for the first time the president pulled us out from private corporate to public sector. That was the first time I be a public sector in 2017 when I was appointed as the CEO of Ghana Free
Zones Authority.
So in Tiahona. And you go so then I went to contest elections.
Oh, New Job
very difficult elections. And so then after that, the president also appointed me as a deputy minister. And so the maturity stage. So we are still at the maturity stage.
Maturity stage,
growing.
But remember me to us our trajectory. So but Kwekwa Santewa Homaniso from Parliament. Yenko tie de koso ewo. Kweku Akwaba net saying
Obi Nyame Adom Biamo Koranswe.
Nyame Adom, I know say enne has been a busy day ewo Parliament. A day na obetimi aka train me pacho.
Now be my coach be in the studio.
On the studio no.
Na see na o timba ha sika say ehun sense my coach but near Akoso Parliament they say see I can say Aban Bagbel elected 2-week suspension or the 2 MPs for there and 9 so last week Friday for role in the disorderly conduct that we saw at the appointment committee last Thursday evening. So Roxanne Nelson, for Frank and Adam Jerry Ahmed Said, and Honorable Alassane Tampuli, Speaker of Parliament, Ebo Mukwe to say, Omo behavior in a certain way on Thursday evening. and send Fata as members of parliament and he was suspended with 2 weeks. Say Omamuma Parliament MSC. So Bakaya a minority take a very strong stance against that. In fact, yesterday they held a news conference together with their party leadership in Parliament. They also followed up with a very terse 5-stage memo. I come as Speaker of Parliament say no unconstitutional. It's no only Pahumra say oh yes Anyamano. Intina MP4 they were very angry about the Speaker's decision to suspend 4 MPs, 3 Ayomu colleagues. But and then in fact, before I know about the CEO front, MPs, they were wearing black together with their party leadership, led by National Chairman, General Secretary. They all came to Parliament today wearing black. They were chanting party songs and other things. Up until some point, marshal to Parliament had disallowed entry into the chamber because they were among the co-joining Onyama Asishom and their Bobu Kine account. You see, now expectations and what Parliament they say, almost coincide here. Minority for air coach Shoma J. Cassia Party, a technique, I said, that was the expectation. In fact, in all my interviews, I mean, MP before MPCA in our chest, almost to register their strongest opposition and also protest the decision of the Speaker. But I might do on Speaker of Parliament or say minority leader say or state leader. Minority leader a statement or say or accepting responsibility for what happened on Thursday evening by its members and any other thing that happened. They did not intend to cause any disorderly conduct, but certain things happened. So from a position of Speaker of Parliament, action constitutionally, while the not quite so by now say minority leader said was that in the a patcho and a Speaker of Parliament say on some agreeing fee decision of taking said foreign business of suspend you or on some agreeing fee only suspension. They are considered can say he should tamper justice with mercy. In fact, that was a refrain by both the minority and majority leaders. In fact, the Michael-Shibeti Ebeka said, "Let me share NPP MPs, let me bring any position of the leader taking over peace. Let me bring a catch me. Some of them on the record and the pay said they were coming to the floor to register their disapproval of what had happened. It's a bit more. Am I surprised? Say, I'm about Parliament now. Say, leader. I said, yeah, or they are chopper now. Past Speaker of Parliament, say, yeah, no, the Onsana Dean, nobody chopper near Hunyama. In fact, some of them, I saw some of them get out. Mean just there. Omu PA is there. Now, Omu media costing to Mukwaba. You. And see, I'm not speaker. It's him minority review and also when they are being forced the leaders pet, no more Makasa. When a majority leader, Mama Arrogance original was there. Near Corsano and Yan near my na Speaker of Parliament. No, 2 weeks or Yedia or Yen. Then see the Omokan and somebody a chopper and a man said, on share, they see among for I remorseful. They have considered they have regretted the action and all the things that happened on Thursday and Friday, in the Speaker of Parliament and for Boninchena, for MPs about suspending or Oma Musamra Parliament, and Mayo Bojuma. I'm not enough to the Speaker of Parliament said, so we MP were both minority and a majority. Not a unya remorseful as original. In fact, now among for our Parliament, may say a lot of people in the minority side were not happy with what has gone on. A lot of them expected they would have resisted and made their position clear and still stand by their position. Say Speaker of Parliament, no need to me. So if you say I'm paying for I say about the chopper, any jantua and I could speak a honor. Now Obian sorry. In fact, the former chairman of the health committee, Dr. Nana UFE, or original Anka, and not Speaker of Parliament, say, wow, who need the efforts to original or not original. They want leadership, I can say on tenacity, and our tenacity. I feel Speaker of Parliament, I can say, with leadership, you know, name or taking decisions, say, the suspension on the 4 MPs, or be lifted to say, among what they say, no more, only to say, or my baby pa, into Omono, on to me, papa, or nearby Bonina, or baby name, for instance, because of our punishment. I know, sick as I can say, what is that? MP4B, I call radio TV, so I say, or not the Parliament, will be able to say headmaster. Say, Obakaya, honorable MP for Tafu Pankrono, and Okayasa or another media house say, Speaker of Parliament conduct Athenia or your headmaster and Omo MP for a student. Our Parliament Speaker say, so behavior as headmaster, let's say amount for a behavior school for. In some school for there, not the headmaster, there will be disorder. And you know, no, about to be actress. So almost a headmaster, a position I want you to so a headmaster. But Uncle C is a Speaker of Parliament, so a little suspension. Committee or set it up. You might not see the chairman or someone got to know what you want for report and from Parliament within the 10 days or their moment. Then the Parliament of Ghana can take a decision going forward. Obi.
Not just say Speaker lifting of the suspension, no, and yet because or admit say overstep powers any authority or rather because the MPs involved show remorse and it's not all left. Is that the case?
I'm on leadership about Parliament, about Pacho. In fact, some of the NPP MPs, some of them who are speaking to me in confidence, they disagree with the approach that have been taken by some of their leadership because if in principle they are maba bontia because Speaker of Parliament IABB na say bonia and I say a number kwanswa I was say ujina onanso na o tre speaker say ye no enye emra kwanso say court na be kwa na wako na se ne be ya otune bi ensa nsi bio na mo ntia say so over take such a position on a principal position say the speaker ye no one money home or na only na o ma kwan so be yes na mo busa be Parliament ti abepacho so the how can you have the Speaker of Parliament unless suspension not because he admits that he did not have the powers but based on the sole reason that the minority leader any Jantuane Pache about Parliament and it's so my majority leader back in say MP4 no issue in the room and no continue Speaker of Parliament I can say so we MP what has here not the AC no we are original MP behind original apart from Dr. Nana you free or original by no one kasa el microman leadership Emma Netanasi and Untina Speaker of Parliament unless the suspension of the 4 MPs, 3 on the minority side, 1 on the majority side. Okay.
Now apart from the appointment committee Omotinasi
appointment committee I can say all 42 ministerial nominees.
Okay.
Our expectation is nipa be 17 I bet you on Thursday and Friday. Report about floor, in fact, just before Parliament took a 30-minute suspension, no person taking the decision on some of the reports. Sam George, I can MP before I see the say about Sam George today. I'm not trying to swab, but nipa be 6 what that report to Moody, to say by consensus. When leadership some engage you on that matter, they be almost me. I reach any conclusion. Somebody Sam George, so am I versus Sam George? MP raise issues with the tweets, the social media posts, and Huniama. And we see the nice or no dear, a banner almost recommended by consensus. Anka, no dear, Everton by just the voice vote. Name by a secret vote. See in the last few years with Kojo Ponko Maha, and the Kikahu. Indeed, those particular ministerial nominees there. They expected to vote on them, including Sam George, any time we look at Ablakwa. Now, Amukika wants them na leadership, so we engage further on this, especially a Parliament committee report about tsunami mistakes kakra in the Parliament. I take 30 minutes suspension. I got 30 minutes suspension. I'm take here no action. No matter back. Now, the debate be on this. Some people be so much said there are Sam George. Yentu no swaba. And I say, I'm finding a consensus report no one. 30 minutes no so no mobile back and but for now the
about one of the secret voting no Oma calling in relation to Okujeto and Sam George, right?
Yes, the share report I buy now. Some of the Okujeto and Kahodi but Alexander Fenoman Kidina Floor no he made it clear say they have decided as a caucus. Say about 2 nominees, Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa and Samuel Nate George, the 2 Samuels there. They will take a decision on them by a secret vote. In fact, the report that was on the floor was a report of about 7 nominees at Sam George Kahu. That report made a Kujeto Ablakwa and Kahu. In the 11th report, this was on the 10th report. And the 10th report was Sam George, the transport minister, the sports minister, and others MPP says some George they met so about secretly to vote on him because they don't approve him by consensus, but by only a majority decision. And until our leadership so engage on some of these issues. Some of that position is Sunday and to say, and I told you also about by voice votes. Yeah, any no. Say a ban no say MPP for some again. Say some George. They better to know so about secretly. The and say, I say electoral commission boots media. You need to see left and right of the speaker. Now you talk about and you say they approve some George, and I say I approve some George. Actually, so I let the family mark in Aka says, so back here, let's say, someone who could have Ablakwa and some George, you know, I'm more promising somebody some documents, back. I let the family mark in documents need be about there, but you need now, into your more training, into some documents in the back, and then by secret votes.
Oh, okay. And that's just for any the appointment committee is not sitting. A more report and a plenary in our air, right?
And because all the 42 nominees are Mama are making as of yet there. Now, virtual me now. Almost say a deputy minister nominee back. But when now so has been made possible because so back Friday, the minority MPP are working out on a process. Almost coy, not some of the Okyere Baafi the everything. Almost MPP, NDC for no everything. 10 more nominees on that day. Into and I hear from my friend was 42 in a virtual where we are. The reports are now set to be taken on the floor.
Wow. And 30 minutes no more bar. Now I share what would happen after some meeting at Air Cosono. It will be any ever sign so free will be. Why?
Matthew.
Yeah, that's a quick Sante and I attain in Canoe parliamentary affairs correspondent and already Air Kosovo Parliament. Brain. You've heard him watch videos, no, and a minority MP say Komu black and red, and the black shirt and Obia wore red, ye gune con watch videos, no, and Komo and Equa Sante so what's it? Wajin me NTO 0548 443 523. Honorable NT and black and red, yeah. Decision I would take here as a cocosana.
Mijidisa. Mijidisa unim de esi. Miniana akan seminya. Yen as a minority caucus I war parliament. Yen na MPP for. Ye jidisa decision any actions are the speaker take here no.
Yes.
Or ye no arbitrarily. For us, ye minye lawyer, but I mean, he went beyond the law.
Beyond the
rich. Yeah. I mean, we say any kind of ultra virus.
And not ultra virus per se. Ultra virus maybe an act be contrary
to the law.
Yeah.
Okay, so then in this particular case, he went beyond his
powers,
the strength under the standards of the house.
Yeah.
For me, and it is not right. And until caucus no you take decisions and I'm the speaker yes sir maming emma etie for entie asem see na ye for 2 years say dey be obeti ati ase dey kan ye course ye vetting on Thursday till parliamentary vetting ye be ya leadership of the appointment committee no ye for the power appointment committee so ye by quota the formula na pick it is a see since yen nurse, yen numbers in nurse appointment committee apart from leadership rules are your officers to say be a leader of the house. Sorry, minority caucus who is supposed to be the ranking. The other members of the leadership no almost
yes.
Now the only person in your can we one other person honorable Patrick Boama.
Yes.
Almost makanyina subject matter representatives say be a member ranking on a committee. Yeah. Maybe be a question because me na me word knowledge and answer me a former minister responsible for that agency. Enti can na amba say friends and ye baba ye adwuma kanyako. But ye rapper ye wono e can leadership no ye one pay.
Okay.
Ya ba enti no e che say majority for those of bebre sen en mo ba ho. Tio presetting meeting na ye no. Omo agree ye leader no or representing or Madam Patricia PG.
Okay.
Our leader of the house, deputy minority leader, one representing our president meeting, and agreement to say that day we're going to only vet 3 people.
Okay,
that was the agreement.
Okay,
3 nominees of the president, and I was no AVDH. I was here for I could count on your 4. That was the agreement. So omu PF meeting room on. You see ye kon ye go convert nipa 4 pe.
Okay.
Ye ko ya ye fi vet na se. Ape enetimi ewie nipa 4 no. Ena empenifo a chairman our deputy first deputy speaker. Aye bunipa respected first deputy speaker honorable ahiafo. E can say usida ye no ye mre ye ba ko bi nka ho. Ena ye siate ye be ka ho. Ebi unti on friend so ye ba be ye vet ni bi si embra. Ena yewi almost say oh yes banka ho na nya suspect we nya siate ye be ka ho nya hwe Kofi Adams be aka ho ti yewi Kofi Adams pe no epen ye hu say nipa be 4 nominees be 4 eba 2 and era committee room ho abetrase na say na 2 jija na say na dem na mpese mo tey no mpese mo ye krokodo jowana no we will not accept that and no mo say ye nye on be fete no ya bra yenko the mumre. So how can you say that? There has been an agreement. Tio enkofo a mo Ghana ha e so mo ti ase say yen minority kokoso no ye pese aban adwuma ekoso. Ye pese ye boa e ma president John Mahama o ye na adwuma ntem. Enu nti ene ya tie o mo chi sa no enkofo nya hu ye say in the history of this constitution the adwuma. This is the first time in the history of the constitution ya former government within a matter of 1 month. Yet me are vetting almost all appointees of the even see that. The say for the first time no and also ye nominate you so now be minister. I was at least ye publish it war. Wow, so that we have to advertise for people to bring memos and memoranda. People should bring all those stuff. And people should bring a lot of things. And but more issues also make. But when you wave for the first time in the history of this parliament, you wave animal when you na it excess young minority caucus. We are very, very, very prepared to support the majority to succeed and the president to succeed. That's the first thing that Ghanaians must know. Inti yes animal when you na must say there be young court. Yes, since more numbers say it is your bread ya you bit yakokoda but the momre as I can say. This is bad faith. We have all agreed in principle say we dey you do one more after what shit to go post no. And you are telling us see more bra monko since more numbers to still form a quorum. That's not fair. But how will our members our mofi MP for the Ghana form top my how will they also feel? Say yeah then yeah no one say but transiam aye rubber stamp. The only person baby and baby. And so the only way out for us was not to disrupt the sitting. The only way out for us was to sit there and prevent them from going ahead to vet the people. That was all.
But no, some have said, you could have done the usual and come over to me either some over sorry and as a motor or tonium.
Note
said yeah, motonium. It will not allow
note say yen nipa near or parliament at that time committee no from my notes say only 7 or 8. Yen your huna. Yes. And your name majority for of about 60. And wait, would be adebako. Yeah, but that's a more tonium and you don't bet my vet. No. Immediately a clerk rebenya access to the Bible and a Quran and I said yeah, they swear not the man not swearing in they can start the process.
No Tonyum, how would they start? How would they ask questions for the nominee?
But you sorry quiet you walk out, you know.
Yes.
What happened? Why way? Sorry.
I said no, there was no distraction.
No, but I said they were vetting go for.
Yes.
Said they could have done the same thing once you to you because of vet you. Who do when this is for? Omi anwafo. Omi a miracle workers, I'm telling you, you don't know. Because what they can do no it won't just say. I'm not a sorry quiet no. Nominee Betrawa, what's your name? Oh, my son. I'm sure you'll be able to do the work. Bye-bye. That's all. Take care. Bye-bye. That's all they said to them. Just 2 minutes. The regional minister designate for half region. Let me tell radio so make coffee. She spent only about 2 minutes.
Now, so when you were even there, Greater Accra regional minister. That on put 1 minute.
That was a different. I mean,
how
case
is it
altogether.
different?
I don't want to go into that. But I know that there was a special arrangement for her because of 1 or 2 things. You're Ghana for yes, Africans. You're Ghana for and everyone ma you differently. Maybe what my best maybe was a member. We nipa and me sure say or no mamene dear no or no was treated as a special case, and we couldn't have maybe as far as I'm concerned no maybe do anything about it. So I think that one we didn't have any issue. Say yen yeji to say okay yate they omo yate. What about the majority?
Yeah, but that sounds so people would think say the whole vetting process no a charade into depending on MP's feeling any relationships with Nkophobia assume I see any problem, but that's not what vetting is supposed to be. We don't need problem to the obey me obi any no problem but now I beg
me problem as an the account no problem
any issue.
That's the point. So we are
any issue to the obey me that is not vetting.
Meaning say we are privy to any be on that particular woman. Say we have to be a little concerned about the situation. As far as I know, me the leader catch them in America. Say omutie na asem no yareho.
No, you know was background information. But for somebody like Akando, for example, going to occupy the Ministry of Health, there were comments among members. Oh, Akando, the yenini issue into Akando 30 minutes.
No, but for me, I will not support that. Me say, oh, see. In Parliament, I said, fraternity, media fraternity, obe on nam fobo nianum, obe won krofo a onima yejuma, obe won sani man bebem kakra. When I was going for vetting, won krofo when this year me now for ebi no recruit you they will recruit themselves from the vetting. Ebi mo sorry crap here, mo sorry pay. Just was bisa. Ebi me trans one bisa sem. It happens, but your critical issues I will see a bisa. That in found relationship by what. Majid said there was here Ghana. We are not there to please ourselves. We are not there to enhance our relationships with them. But we are there to please Ghana. Because Ghana for not top of my your constituents are top of my own yaba. And your more you want yamaye yanka say you want. Majid said, see any sir, and you bet you young for swap about. Nazoka say, oh, converting now. But who say some of the nominees and so. Unse a journey humba so time I infinyame ashoma. Bebre honoma that kind of arrogance no. E magana for crack giant almost go also now begin say what American vetting. Just go see what happens there. Well, when one of the things that don't me can about it, you can say Obi a very tolerant. The whole political parties are Ghana. NDC is the only political party I've made, as far as I'm concerned, very intolerant. Over the Jatumsa, make up be see, did I black and so? Had you only a for why you know here in Ghana? How many days on Vetino?
2 days.
Obi raising issues with it. Mutaka, me as a deputy minister, I spent almost about 2 hours as a deputy minister of state. But there over NDC, why you're converting what Chapano would be 5 hours spent. Or 5 hours plan, almost 6 hours. I don't know, it's an abomination. It means serious now. In go for vetting now, bisa question. So all those people must be hanged. That's what these people are. Then these people are calling for a to be hanged. As a matter of fact, that day now, ye piano, ye vetting, disruption by an econo. Before the disruption, there was a break into ye piano. God is my witness. And this will be comfortable. Make ye Sam George, ye break as an neighbor, and virtually they want to pounce on us. I swear, insulting us. What you can see using words like that? I'm telling you. Hey, is that where we've gotten to as a country? Vetting, but when you were vetting Kedufoyata for 2 days, I don't know your yell. Oh, see, this is where I always call. I always call on you guys. One kind of credit you got for. If somebody get me vetted in 2 days, Obi Ankasa, now we are vetted just 4 or 5 hours. No, something that has never happened in Ghana before. People should allow you to go and kill people, including my neighbor. No address it. Oh no, mine no jam because later on we say and so went viral. And all year for your working or year no. Now say what's like Afion's crime? The crime is saying his only crime is to be the ranking on the committee. I Ghana for or you mother bomb. Now to fear sabi kafrache. Now see if you know the own basi be hu. O say no we saint. We saint. Oh no, bone. Into na lead oral. We saint. We are a care committee chairman, consent committee chairman. And to be foul beer document abenya information abenya. Verify information now. They are radio so TV Zabeka. But they also no yam protected. What kind of hypocrisy is this? It will only happen in Ghana, a place called Ghana, not anywhere in the world. It happen now can abomination.
And don't see I must see na SS document I must say more so man fa ma. Or more approval the more man I see
it's a court decision. MPP is going all out. See, I'm telling
for Okyere Tony some job.
I am sending a strong signal to the NDC in Parliament. Any fee. Maybe NDC will be I'm speaking on behalf of the caucus now. Almost mommy. But me and I make us a mom. Say they are not going to just have us as a walkover. Caucus.
Even with more numbers.
Me na make catch it. But the almost someone who they cause. But we did politics with these people. Some of them I did student politics with them. Minimum, we have been doing politics with them for all these. I mean, minimum. They should not see us as walkovers, class. We will show them Pepe. I'm telling you.
Hey,
we are going to be so hard
on them.
You can say, Obi, because we're not going to allow them to have their way.
Secret ballot here, they are the guys who go through.
That, at least, but we are registered displeasure. That's one thing. It's on record. Say you're too swabber. Ebia, okay, we be minister, but you're too swabber. Open market anywhere. As I make a way, I'm not going to be a prophet of doom or a prophet or unctioned by God. But market. See, a two swabber will get a lot of NDC people voting against him. Market.
Say, Moye secret ballot.
Who the market is?
And this if only be vote against them.
You market and see. You market. They will vote. Some of them will vote against him. Against them, because the arrogance of these young men. No, me who be now.
But how is it arrogant? Or more confident?
No, it's not confident.
Arrogant.
What is confidence? When they look confidence here, are they young color? Me say somebody maybe a bit short. The test was Madame for power, mommy. She is a former woman organizer, our constituency, Eastern region. But the now
Emma NDC.
Test what they said to me. Oh, see, mommy is sending me. Look at the arrogance. Me say, public service down Bemuno. Who public service? Who be Juma? Ghana for. Ebi and then only ambition to become a president tomorrow, but you can have it tomorrow. Nyango Bono or Sidipa.
Yeah.
And who said they are here vetting committee, but be if you have followed politics anywhere, a place that you have to be very sober and humble to respond to issues well. Obi see who go about public service, you see who the oye. You can't tell people and say oh you're a housewife. 2022. Untimin can just oh you're a housewife. Not 2024 or 25. Oh you know now a industrial woman. I
say be a nebusia was
me say or a housewife and then answer and then no a industrial woman who has
benefited from the estate of my late father.
And the father is alive. How can you live in but see young conformal properties were around her. You know see there are things that you don't need to tell lies about. Me say sir Okyere Baafi I'm telling you in confidence. If it were to be anywhere in the world, Okyere Baafi ought to be the minister of Ghana had that.
I didn't.
Because he lied. I'm telling you, he lied. Ochantro.
That's what Ochantro, and yet you don't scream it. You prove.
No, but we can prove it. It's not necessary.
And then the man prove.
Wouldn't the man go for Ediaba?
And what them will say, some power, bet me asking about for the second vetting.
No, come
more
on.
Evidence be among
just 4 hours, but I said not sweaty. Or 5 hours. I said not sweaty. I've not had to go.
Oh, that. Oh, idiots.
No, but also they can't go. But you heard what he said.
Honorable.
No, but you see, my point is that
honorable. Or my ancestors, Enya would die. The use of me patron. Honorable.
My do I know. Say, say, Okasa, already so. Okasa, vetting. Uba vetting committee, which is committee. The chairman of the committee is a very honorable member of parliament. I respect the papa. I therefore is one of the well-respected people in parliament. I will be in Huagro. You come and we ask you questions, and now you tend to ask and go for questions. What kind of behavior is this? Who does that? And from the yes animal way. But just to make it say, you can't tell me.
Airport health.
I mean, my friends, me, our neighbors,
tenancy agreement.
The owner of that building. A be enough for power. A be enough for on my be paying. We are politicians. But you see, be bold and tell the world that you have that property. And they just walk on thing. Oh, you know what you're human to be on ya. But they don't say why you say the oh, no 1 year, the people no yenti. And now we're doing make up is to say, yea, your time we as politicians, this parliament away. The average age of this parliament, I mean, for members, will not exceed 35. There are a lot of young people in the house. Yeah, young people, the future belongs to us. Get any future, most of them are 28, 30, 35. Young people, parliament.
Then in the videos, fisticuffs, ne brown. Now, we are prominent,
no,
but as a suspension,
no, because me just let me be a prominent. I will just see till yenipa 8 penny minority,
yes,
and a majority. No, me be about 55
on the committee.
No, around. No, but she is how. I'm just telling the truth, my brother. No, and see, they also unleash their tax now. In so they unleash the tax on the corridors and the MPs are more of your inside. Well, who MP MPs who were not part of the committee, who were not friends of the committee, who were not leaders of the committee or the house. They were the only people on Betiabaho from on the side, at will. Honorable Mahama Yarga, who is the leader, Honorable Reket, who is the vice chairman, Honorable Defepo, who is the member of the committee,
Chief Whip,
Honorable Doyu, Honorable Champong Richard, and O'Hare, yes, Omo at will, and as Honorable Mahama Yarga. But apart from these people, Obiake Biaba business on Baho, as one of our comment Boja even came there to give orders. In his capacity as what? He has been approved as a minister for roads in the Obaho. Now, what your word, the Baho? Oma matching on this or any day. He's not my leader of the house. And in the standard of the ceremony, that article it doesn't also give representation for former leaders of the house, people of the committee. So, what was his logo? And he was not being he was giving orders, instructors. More of he got to a time or catch there. Honorable Kwame Boja, honorable here for. He was telling him what to do. Had this, allow them to say, and this is for we are just putting on record. I'm telling you, I'm not speaking for my caucus, but me kasa caucus from home mommy and can be. We are not going to give you time or space to operate. We will support you to prosecute government business. We will not wish you to fail. We will never wish NDC to no, we will never do that. We want you to succeed because but for you to misbehave as a responsible position. Was yen kasa de oboa ye beka and it mu chie queen if you ask
honorable nyabotre mesan so aba ho na mamen kai ye na tie for say another MP will be joining us, Honorable Fred Agbenyo, Guan constituency oba ba be kan but the Greater Accra Regional Organizer is passing through and there was so oba be chia Anthony Nupeno abekansa Anthony akwa be te sen
obi Nyami Shranka.
Hey, me who watch your papa. Congratulations. Congratulations. Ejuma de wabobi.
Nyami Shranka.
Congratulations.
Yeah, o mabo ejuma.
Nyami Shranka.
O mabo ejuma.
How Baafi?
Yes, I'm right.
One man pen opposition afunu say. Hey. Position yo. Obi opposition yo. Nya. How Baafi? Ebe yo Obi.
Na bibi aboko there.
Oh, but they are
Yeah.
Na do ni ho mo bro. Ye won ko emu die.
Yeah.
Bibi boni bi ensi.
This year Muja MPP for seat saying we're Greater Accra. Mama almost saying
I think
6.
6.
Yeah, 6. Say Ablakwa office outstanding. Into 6.
6, yeah.
Hey, when the mabu mo poto.
Oh, you say a boom. Almost only buying a dinsu no dware o.
Ma Ghana for year almost.
Omo bomb humodin. In all sphere of life, they wasted the state resources without any proof of development in the life of the people. You see, I always say Ghana na yesum. The way we share no.
Yes.
Enuni udachi. Inti se eti se akora wa wo no. Wo hwe ni year onyi ebeso abapama udi.
Yes.
Ansana we wu. But wo hwe no na oye malnourished. Ubebre asum.
Yeah.
That is the Ghana we have. So for me, I believe say ebesua dia ma nyina as a politicians and be chetie for ni ahwefo nyina. Maka say we dey me femu echia mo. Ama obi afisha pa. Na maka obi ase obi anya botre. Nia wotu abama no no ondi unwambo. Emrepemu nhihye nyina be koso.
With you know you want to remain at the party office and help government from the party, right?
The sustainability of the party will determine how the government will perform. So for me, at least, if there are people who should be running for government position, I should be one. I've 24 years in party service. But Martina said, why should we all rush at this early hour? Say a position. I secure your one. I said,
yeah, but if you don't do it now, when?
No, but Niamimi Shen say, I secure position to you. We are being party ma aye impatient. Omuntishi obiani omun yankita hudie. When they rise, can you sit in our office?
No, you can't.
Inti, I believe, say, at this early stage, we should maintain the stability of the party as party leaders. Because yen a party for the nimi debris. Yesu na enyo mu engage here. Ombetiasie say, and yes, achia. Because large majority of party folks, they don't understand these steps of forming a government. So people believe, say, the moment the president was declared, everything must come crawling to them. But we need to maintain that engagement to let them understand, say, you need a minister, a deputy minister, you need a CEO, you need a board. These are the people who will re-establish the system, create a space so that we can be giving jobs and other contracts and those who want to do business.
Too,
and you have more time to set up this establishment. What can you get? And as they are setting up, there must be people who are engaging to explain the steps that government is taking. To that time, that everything will be okay, so that we not pay road contract, we not pay supply, we not pay any business, we not pay scholarship, we not pay travel opportunities. We not pay corporate organization work. We not pay security job. Then we can facilitate. But when their hosts are dashing out, no be any who best we actually more. Where would they go? They will rise. They will
as a party officer at the regional level, sitting back the mass movement of party officers into government, a worry, Emma.
I get a little worried, but I believe, say, it's not totally done. It's not totally off. These are national officers. Some are national, some few regional officers have joined. So those of us around, we need to engage ourselves and tell ourselves that look,
some people have to stay back.
Yes, let's restructure the party for people to have that hope. So that as they set up, we can be those mediators, those liaisons between them and the party, and make sure that things are being positioned well. So that I don't like this issue about people massing up at ministries.
But the accusation is more party leaders and more shares on your minute. In fact, your name has come up.
That?
Oh, and I won't say.
Say my head then.
That's a boy see bebre una osoma omo so omo nko ji we car or ye ko stop we free anyway. Unti bi anase wa hye na.
Say obi assembly there ye debate also but that make us say srangopa.
Yes.
Na say the ateche bowa entare ho.
But we are opposition for na account. Wow party for him na ebo.
You see, there are lazy minds in the political circle. For them, they think everything is about accusing somebody. I'm not a lazy man and I will not be a myopic person. People don't understand what is even going on. But they sit in their small corner and they want to tag you with some frivolous accusation. I know, say, party Jumano. Oh, yeah. No matter what you do, you have people loving you, you have people hating you. So at this time, if there's some 10 to 15% of people with their own selfish interests want to create a scene around me, to not wash. I've heard a lot of things. I decide not to mind. Because some of the things they tag me with, I'm not even there. I don't even know the people. It's Greater Accra. This is the seat of government. Nipa be brand new from a region. About Greater Accra, you need more mumpo. Adichia. They do all manner of things. Sometimes when we hear it early, we intervene and call them off. At the point of going to engage these people and call them off, you become the man who has instigated them. It is part of the job we have to manage. It's part of the management. Look, I'm telling you, the day of inauguration, I was at Independence Square. I was there. I had so many calls. I decided not to mind my phone. After the program, when I sat in my car, then I saw familiar calls and I returned. What was it? Some people, at the time the program was going on, have gone to invade a private warehouse.
Hey.
In the quest, say there is a government rice. Warehouse one. Created a lot of tension for the businessman. Now, I thought of two things. Do I go or I shouldn't go? But if I don't go, the negativity impact is great.
Yes.
If I go to, I'll have problem. I decided I'll go. Nobody was ready to go and rescue this businessman and his investments. I got there. The scene was nasty. Very nasty.
And Omo invading honor are known party guys. And
known Ghanaians.
Known Ghanaians.
But we have to deploy a strategy and manage the situation to just save the situation. Some of them did things that were not right. At the end of the day, managing that situation to get stability to that place, people took videos and pictures of me. And it was said in party circles, senior members, naive as they are, hearing this thing, they will not investigate. But the tag was Anthony Nukbenu was the one who created this thing. That is how naive some people can be.
But and yet because and so say more as regional executives in Greater Accra. Since you were elected, no, you've not known peace amongst more.
Oh, if you have one
organizer and secretary, chairman,
if you must deploy strategy to manage that food.
Yeah, and I say if a Jimmy for in quotes, no, more top echelon.
No. But you can have a top one in the top echelon that can be that character. You will manage it. I have peace, and I'm in peace with my regional executives. I don't have problem.
It is not true.
That is okay.
You are not at peace with your regional executive. It's not true. You are not at peace with your regional chairman or you're part of the executives. It cannot be true that you are at peace with your regional.
I have a management style with him. He's a mature person, so if he doesn't want to have peace with himself, why do I create peace for him?
You do a style I only need dealing.
Of course, because when I come to the table of a meeting, he's the chairman. He should chair the meeting for us to go.
Sure.
But I won't sit down for him to take me to the extreme, and that I'll have a challenge. No. Lead.
But why say Council of Elders near the obedient mean frame won't resolve all problems? No? What is it?
Obi mimba aseme kami party.
No, but say aseme wo. Enne unimeba. Sisi say even electoral commission coalition and George Ablakwa north there. Obia Anthony Nukbenu, yes, Anthony Nukbenu organizing call for some say coalition. In fact, electoral commission communicating with you. And
I want them to retract that. Because that frivolous letter signed by Tete, it was baseless and had no facts.
Of all the people, why is it Anthony Nukwe?
Because when you are doing something good, your name must be mentioned. And when bad come, they will associate with you. But don't let the bad be a truth. I've not done anything criminal in this country, and I will never do it. I love Ghana, and Ghana is my love, not my political party. The first point of love is Ghana.
Yeah, Ghana.
Before the party I belong to. Because the parties will be formed and they will fold up. But they name Ghana until we actually say.
Well, there is a real fear, sir, because of the confusion and our regional executives, you only benefited for this huge wind and tsunami and blow, and it's not even in Greater Accra. Mutiminya seats na munya, and if care is not taken, more than a sad and 2028, you would shatter.
We will not make a mistake voting fools to run the region again. Oh no. That for that word I won't withdraw.
No.
People with sense must come and take party position. Not anything at all.
People with sense will come and replace one so.
Me. I'm very sensible.
I can fools.
Anytime I want to any position, the party people vote for me because they see sensibility in me.
Because they are more idea. You
it's a storm in a teacup.
Really?
Let me tell you something. Election is we display the fear of God in us first, and we were with the people. Look, some of these things that happen, for so long, when seeing some of us, we're engaging people to know, say, the Frefrekobo elections are over. The MPP have messed up, but that will not give us a win. But we need to tactically match the processes. Until you right election just because the MPP messed up. We also didn't enter the election because we think the wind of change is coming. But we saw opportunities. We harvested them. Are you getting me? It didn't come by. It didn't come by anyhow. It came by serious engagement. And some of the engagements, the times you do it are not the normal times. You don't run election with only political party structure. You encourage election with only your party executives. There are several angles, several roads that you need to build, several bridges, several areas that you need to marshal and put things in order. And see, in as much as you have party executive disagreeing with you, you need to navigate to other areas to build some bridges to make sure that you can overcome the obstacles. Are you getting me? And for me, it is like that in the political party. Say, you deploy managerial skills because unim say, enipa na ukako managing ubenye bimu amudi no matter what. For they will still have you on their lips to insult you, castigate you, come at you. But no say,
if you decide say won't call for any regional position bill, now original chairman against or call for position, you would campaign against him.
I don't have that time.
Who needs our time? But you will not vote for him if you have a vote.
I don't know, because you see, that time will come if I'm alive. So I'll ask God first. Okay.
As a region, are you well represented in 42 ministerial nominees?
I think it's fair.
More fairly represented. What you're saying?
We've gotten 2 ministers, 2 cabinet ministers. Yeah.
Communications.
And then gender.
And agenda. And no.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least maybe 1 or 2 deputies back.
But you think it's fair for Greater Accra?
Now we found 23 ministers, 16 regions.
Okay.
What will you do?
Now with CEOs near the
I think it's also not really bad. I think we've some few. I think Sylvester Mensah. For Exim Bank. Randy Abe
Cocoa
Board from Pram is we consider as a Greater Accra appointment. Who Nano Yelita, Deputy Chief of Staff
Okay, now you later a Greater Accra.
Deputy Chief of Staff.
Okay.
And I was just told deputy to slide to is a Greater Accra person from
I think one
area.
of them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So only two, one
and
year.
then I've heard of somebody too as well. Well, some of them didn't go through the region, but so far they hail from the region.
The region you consider
them as Greater Accra, no matter what.
But region, you almost list echo and Kofu and CEOs.
Oh yes, yes.
And so far, list no has a munya bebre.
Not any.
Munya,
not any, but
even on the list, no be from the
so
list.
Far, but appointment bebre.
We are sure.
Oh yeah, we have a. You see, these are like frontline appointments.
Yeah.
I believe in position. Any new but be juma bo aban papa. Ebi mo
party
for no so. Enu so. Be wo dey kwa attention. We need down ho sa every day. Na etwa o. Ye di wa ye kakro enum na etwa o sa tension. I get me. Papa ko share free zone. Unim na mo di e. Ono ofi free zone be di parliament onu nu hu but on ka radio so da. Befi.
Yes, sir. I'm not concerned.
I get me. So some of them will come with the name, but I know there are a lot of positions
available.
Still available. We have STC there. We have Metro Mass.
Yeah, Metro Mass.
We have State Housing.
So far, ENT, ECG, ENT State Housing, ENT VR,
Ghana Airport, and all those.
Ghana Airport, Obianko, Ghana Airport.
Ghana Post.
Yeah, Ghana Post. So common fund, but say on Obianko.
Common fund, Hanako.
Confirmed.
Yes.
Louis Abisiu, women organizer.
Yes.
Confirmed. Are you sure?
Oh yeah, it's confirmed. Is that Mr. Common fund?
Are you sure?
Why are you
there's something about the country I'm able to.
Well, so
this is assembly common fund.
Yes, this is assembly common fund.
And now can.
Yes, and the AK. And also I confirm.
Yes,
okay.
Tell the Okasa that's the only be or no party penim.
You be or no name. And
I know. You see, this time around, green letter people abused it.
Yes.
80 ye issue
yes.
But you fraud to them, you know, Kasa.
Near catch
yourself.
But see, catch on a green letter, Maya.
Yeah, the show was 7 fan to that.
Okay, fine, that's fair.
People were posting it was creating problem.
Okay.
Enti Utia, Nipani Kitani letter.
Okay. That's fair. I mean, it is a
you soon see her engage in that sector.
That's fine.
I get me. So
that's fine. Because I know, so say, a bit more echo ahead. Yeah, congratulate you or more. Omo letter, omo sanka, but it's all over the place.
Yeah, from which you say,
I know.
One catch yourself.
Forestry Commission will be a call.
Mati former deputy Ashanti. We different example. Me bray.
Bibi Mintano.
They be former deputy Ashanti. And Okra.
Then they confirmed.
I can't say it's confirmed, but I'm saying Nkomakoso. And
your code DVL logos or crying.
Yeah, Logos. DVL. So I'm vice chairman or Clotically.
Sure.
When you're DVL. You can't have everything. Deputies boards board chairman. At least Professor Joshua Labi GCB board chairman. It's also a Greater Accra appointment. We are fairly represented. The government is taking ambassadors, Beba. Are you getting me? Staffers, Beba.
Staffers to him.
Staffers being built,
to him. President.
What are you?
Not a statement. Not a statement.
But
the president himself actually knew what you said. The staffers, and I don't care. Hey, now you are going to stampede the president.
Ministers what listing.
No, Mr. Staffers, you have to send a list to Parliament. You don't know?
I to go.
Yes, and I may say
they are sending list.
List never call. What used to happen ain't happened you. The Staffers are no name more.
Oh, yes, I know. Yes, I know.
Additional stuff, I'm going to Jubilee House. Additional
Train na operation be broke room and what I talking about. What I talking about. Oh we fi. Munya butre man yin na be adwuma okrom.
Almost o mo na mo ko ne pepe style.
Was nkukonkitingiti o mun jade kasa na mo kan. Nkukonkitingiti be. We don't want them to take the stand. When you work out, business will continue. But when you vote against Okujeto, you vote against Sam George, you'll be minister. Tomorrow,
yeah, but there is a
blot. There's no blot. They are not criminals. There's nothing incriminating them.
Oh, sure.
So you are taking a stand to vote against them. It's normal. We voted against some minister. Didn't they perform in this country? They. At the end of the day, those who voted against them, didn't they go to their offices seeking for help?
For help.
Kaswa Rambo.
Obi and the Kaswa Rambo.
Your friend. How
Kumsen.
Was he not voted on? Sure. By the end of the day, did you have people going to her to get premise and other thing for the official folks? Did he stop her work?
No.
Did she perform?
She did.
The way she can perform?
Yeah.
So today it can happen. You vote against communication, you go to foreign affairs.
Okay.
One of because Charlie Boami Nisui person to kind he won't pay you back.
Yeah.
And let's forget. Opposition there's a frustration.
And
you. I was there 8 years ago. So today, a former deputy minister there, no wahala.
Okay, Bisa Minkajo said staffers are different from aides at the Jubilee House. Those named are presidential staffers, and any other worker there is a Jubilee House worker. And maybe aides and Ebibe Baba become
whatever. CEOs here, they will have aids and other things to support them.
And then there's just a bloated government. Now
what is bloated?
Now you take lean government, a number of ministers.
Then he bloated.
But you promised lean government.
But lean government,
this country.
of course, you are resetting.
Now they are okay in the air.
Now Obi a CEO not so of you be aid mommy. Be we mommy and you see a so so be nyan kwan bi ahwe baby is a problem. And you Ghana ni na ko. One age more hwingwa ogroma. One the di eduane sha akwara no awon ta finisa. The only thing say makora ni me. Na osu. Eti Ghana for me na ye ta friensa. They won't cry. MPP dey akufo do mu ta free bibia awon ma ye bi. E na Ghana for single omuso. Obi nyame ni mu nyedwuma.
Me da se atro ne pero. Yeah, that's Papa Peko. See, saying Sunny. Inti Honorable Okyere Baafi. Eda so ha Fred Agbanyo will be joining us. My NJ in Krato Wemra Teosima Be Mieno. Yeba. We'll continue with our conversation from Parliament. Stay with us. 0248 443 523 0248 443 523. We WhatsApp number. Obit me messages. Afaso. Abrayen na yakai amamwe se obi Ghanaians, especially the teacher trainees, deserve every hardship they would go through in this NDC government. They should stop complaining about the allowances. They got what they voted for. Kofi Akufo, University of Kent in the United Kingdom. We say obi from a careful look into collected videos from the recent happenings in Parliament. I'm surprised Mr. Baafi wasn't suspended, like Mohammed Shaib. He should remain quiet and stop talking. On giving the NDC a run, it's impossible. Remind him of the NDC having 2/3 of Parliament. It's like a volcanic cook-up to erupt. Danny Kobi, Ewo Okyere constituency. We say, okay, quite a number of messages for Anthony Nukpenu, who is currently not here with us. But we say, okay, let me see. We say, Obi, what the leadership of the minority did was wrong. Why should they beg Speaker for what happened? And do you think if it was the NDC in the minority, they would beg the Speaker? They should rather come again. Lamtekin Rashid and Lamte Basit Omoyenta for all in Tema. Thank you. Wesa Obi, the Speaker of Parliament should not behave like a headmaster of a basic school. In a related development, it is so sad that somebody has taught for over 30 years. The person cannot even rent a 2-bedroom self-contained. Okay, blah blah blah, and Honorable Okyere Baafi rent and Sembebre inti Okyere Baafi o Breman Benin ena odi way Okyere Baafi yeda se papa. We say Obi, Honorable Baafi and the whole minority side should be ashamed of themselves and their active roles they played, which was led by their leader, was very unacceptable and disgraceful because they did not agree with the procedures on that fateful Thursday night. Tell Baafi and his minority that democracy is what we've subscribed to, and they have no choice than to follow the rules prescribed in the rules of engagement. As honorable members, we the people expect them to put up good behavior, to set example for the young ones. They should stop justifying and rather render an unqualified apology to the Ghanaian people. Thank you. Paul De Suso, Worcester in Massachusetts. Obi, good afternoon. Good job to you and your team. Please ask Honorable Baafi for me. With his engagement at the Ministry of Trade and the Ghana Free Zones Authority, what can he say is the level of synergy between these two entities, inclusive GIPC, and what new thing can the new government do to see a peak cohesion between these three entities? Alfred Mensah Onoma, Enti Oshe Trade Ministry, Ghana Free Zones Authority, and a GIPC. Okay.
Something that now I'm also doing a PhD on international business.
Okay.
Specifically on free zones and special economic zones development and management. That's my interest. As a matter of fact, I say three agencies of state when you know back.
Yes.
And as there's clear duplication of function because investment promotion. Attractive investments into the country.
The Ministry of Trade in Suyebi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we also organize investment promotion tours and missions.
Standalone and through GIPC. Standalone. Ministry now. And GIPC. Free zones Suyebi.
See, but when you go to other jurisdictions, almost practicing on trade system, no, or regime, no, yes, so well. Because your free zones require practicing no. I don't know whether on that. I even asked the minister, the current minister, maybe send a question vetting, because I said, yeah, free zones they are practicing the crime yet. In the current, world free zones arrangement in Ghana, we are completely out of place because there's nowhere in Ghana the kind of free zones export oriented free zones, where you are supposed to export 70%.
It is a special economic zones. So now, be a transition to.
Most countries are already there.
Yeah.
And the kind of investment exemptions are incentives on the man are so lucrative than what we also do in Ghana. In the Ghana free zones, no, it's not lucrative. The whole investment sector, no, it's not lucrative because say free zone, for example, the enclave system and the single factory system.
Yes.
It is not happening anywhere in the world.
It's industrial parks.
So everywhere there's an industrial park, a smart city or a smart park, where all investment they're wanting now. You cannot operate the free zones in any place apart from the enclave.
That's enclave.
No, there wouldn't be leakages and there will be strict monitoring.
And also they will not produce for just export.
No, America said you transition from free zones
to special economic zones.
So that's what's happening now in the system, and they are doing so well. The three agencies of state way, sometimes they even give qualified to give incentives, but the ministry alone can do that, or we can put all the agencies together and maybe add Ghana Export Promotion Authority, because free zones M exemptions, GIPC M exemptions, Ministry of Trade M exemptions, Ministry of Finance,
it's all over the place.
So it's something that maybe going forward, no.
I've done some work with the Economic Zones Chamber.
Chamber, yes.
Good. And the policy document they are working on. So you're privy to
me reading something about what they are doing.
And they are pushing for that policy, to be adopted. Now Parliament approval. Then we can build our synergy, have one big.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to make a statement in Parliament that early next month. Speaker admit here on something around that same area. Or maybe GD said where we have gotten to. Exemption regime, and yet, because Cote d'Ivoire, it's so lucrative. Say that's how come companies can fold up here in Ghana and go to. Now, do you know the new market that is emerging? Anglophone for Benin.
Benin. Yeah, I mean, the chamber tells me that Benin
it is becoming
doing very well.
Benin has overtaken Ghana in the area of garment and textiles.
Yeah.
Ghana was doing well. We're the best in the sub-region, but now Benin has taken over. And just about 3 months ago, Afrexim gave the company another huge investment again.
Company now set up for Benin.
Benin, and they are doing better than first DTRT, but now they are doing better than DTRT. And these are not only that company, there are a lot of companies, and these are companies that were started not too long ago, or started not too long ago, but they have become giants in the industry. So me as a trade person, Rebecca said, Ghana, we should not joke with what is happening in the world. We should not take it for granted. We should be part of the world structure. We don't have a choice. Because no person go for Kruma. You have to do things right. When you read the kind exemptions act, kind 13, 14, 15. Look at the
number of exemptions.
It is not too, free zones. When 25% tax, 10 years tax exemption, first 10 years. After 10 years,
they fold up. No,
but after 10 years, you pay 15% tax, which is not lucrative. That's how come they fold up and
take advantage.
But when you go to Cote d'Ivoire, the same arrangement, 10 years, then after 10 years, you pay 1%. So people would like to go there. They can even encourage the people without our knowledge, no matter market, encouraging people to fold up and come and set up in a bit. And note that they're coming into force of this Sahelian alliance. One of the key things on is development of special economic zones. They are going to use trade because you're in landlocked countries. Landlocked countries. They are going to use that to boost trade. On advantage, I'm going to say this market is a virgin market. When you go to the Sahelian region, market is a virgin market. A marketer, excuse my language, excuse my language, market training, but until markets na so utisim na say market dey be what I mean
a big deal.
A big deal. And now that Africans are also trying to shift to the east, some African countries, I mean trying to use BRICS through that trade.
I think sir, we've gotten to a point I was saying embracing the special economic zones concept.
We have to embrace it. We don't have a choice.
Yes.
We have to go off immediately.
Yes.
Export processing zone. Yippee.
Yes. SEZ.
Yes, SEZ.
Yeah.
Because yippee is Obi and Waka will say, that's how come we don't get money. Young free zones, we don't generate much. Because how many companies end up here, the kind of investment I attract back. Even with GIPC, go to other big economies, West Africa, Africa, say Morocco, Egypt economy. National investments within a year, national numbers. So every year they do well, they do exceedingly well. The kind of investment, and for us as a country, Ghana, I get when they also get the headmasters of this game.
Yeah, but my worry, so they say you just left government as deputy trade minister. I know from the work I'm in economic zones chamber, these conversations have been ongoing. I mean, the policy draft was at the ministry at the time our buying we take it over. I feel no more say cabinet.
As a matter of fact,
Why didn't we push and
I did a lot of work on that. You can ask Parliament, no what to committee. Yeah, my effort. Because and I'm a bad ministry, no. And so because I know you now I'm also reading a PhD in that area. And me interest in the course. And me push here because and I'm even helping Madame Fubi or other country to set up a private one. And we at the beginning stage, no, but we are doing well.
Because so far, you know, say a lot of private industrial parks. And not we have at least around the last check. Not private near 11.
And also 11 near the free zone screening.
Oh yeah.
Free zone screening.
Dawa
and almost they are recognized. Because we see before we can do free zones well. It's a topic, because we can do prisons well in this country. The first they'll say attacking, they'll say a cashing on the law. The law has become
act, no?
become outmoded.
Okay.
504 no, because see now to be able to do well when you go the best free zones operating in the world. It's in Dubai. It's I'm a Finland guy. I forgot the name.
Okay.
International Free Zones.
Okay.
IFC. Okay. International Free Zones. This is a association, the biggest free zones in the world. Key concept not the battle. Or no, he comes with his tenants.
Okay.
And you know, and that is what I was. I even had a lengthy Mitropama Alan. Meaning discussing or me. And yeah, we talk about it. And the minister also can say. This is the order of the day. Ghana free zones cannot be a regulator and a license, licensor at the same time.
Yeah.
You cannot be a regulator and also give out license. No, that should not be. We should only. And Alan has that has been his mind all this while. No, can there be a?
And you hadn't mind yet.
Yeah, we try to make a so. We push it and Parliament to be the can be because the point is that say unya a free zones, a very good free zones. I was say free zones no regulatory. We have to look at only the regulatory regime. That's what we can say get money, get even enough money, but give the licensing to companies.
Now,
so that company I was talking about, IVZ or no bar. He wanted to meet that I be the president. The person we concept is simple. About 80 companies, 80 multinationals, blue chip, are obia invested or direct country. It's not less than $500 million.
Wow. And with that, no boom your economy.
I change it. And the other man say, you cannot say you have a grant of license. Or no, you're not. And the other, so the also is that you can ride on his back, very simple, and still get what you have to get. You don't need to be a regulator and also give out license. That should not be our business.
It's not a good structure.
And this time, no, trade committee, we are sure we're going to push government.
Economic zones thing, no, would have to happen.
We need strategic industrial parks, at least in the system regions of Ghana, to attract. Now, your investment should also be targeted. We cannot just do mass investment promotion. That's why we don't get a lot of good investment. But how targeting, like government, okay, you go to him, Master, we want you to come down to do business. Oh, but I say, okay, I can come and set up. Okay, what can you give me?
Incentives, no.
We need to take both physical and other incentives. I'm sure say, no good companies 80 that. And these companies raw market
change the market.
Look at what is happening now. When was the inflation numbers, you know? But yes, inflation numbers number from the car because of food inflation. Because food inflation, why? Because just the post-harvest period. The younger be nearby. It be nearby until the post-harvest period. You know, inflation in our performance.
Yes.
But what about what is happening in the world now? America, I take off. America, enya cold this year, and say, and almost take off until we can catch cold. Because what is happening in America now, any more allies, or more whatever, go for
impact.
It will impact Ghana whether we like it or not. So Look at what Canada did yesterday. Canada, I responded to America. Almost maybe I just say Africa is in serious trouble.
We have to be strategic
because Ghana so your big investment, your trading partners, I'd say your government and Tesla, for example, 100% export because of AGOA to American market. So the American market, the Hona DTI and the umbers take their problems. I suspect almost a deport to Africans eBay. AGOA was supposed to end, and they promised to renew, extend the year.
We need to be strategic as a country. But talking about US, when you know be 8 years US as we speak in their cars. Kuku Spencer or Washington DC. We're free UK. I copy Washington DC. On a Konongo Kaya. Now, almost a mention Emfa Emma. They are listening to us in their car all the way from the US of Ain't Kuku. Good evening to you. It's evening here. I know, say it's morning. Happy birthday to Dr. James Rajamani, CEO of Kingdom Exim Group. Wishing you long life and prosperity from Listowell Kwejo Fojo Esquire into Dr. James Rajamani, CEO of Kingdom, of Kingdom Exim Group. Into Doc, Honorable Befise Omau, a happy birthday. Live to be 94.7 and beyond. Honorable Yemra back to Parliament. Ansana no, Mamemfa Wemu in Chim, Tona Femimfa Unko Parliament, and Speaker. RSN did the decision to suspend a year members or suspended one. That was after an apology from the minority leader following conclave omokokoye any speaker kokoshia edidi won ho enkomo into omoba back no and asa no mani nyina e bae masan so decided say yes you would approve other nominees apart from Okujeto and Sam George na mo say I was say by secret by ni nyina yensem a ekoswe parliament na ope asase a manso ni ho ato adofnom make am for Royal Kingdom Estate ede amamu nyina mo amutie yen o abruchire na wutie yen. This is a glorious opportunity I will say we take advantage of. So asase that I see see dan was some Royal Kingdom Estate or asase we say we see dan ba design or architectural drawings ye be am Royal Kingdom Estate or property be the other be opposite a manage property ma we are also into property management or buy ye be hwe ayene kama ede amount your properties in prime areas to say Accra and na Ebri ebo ne sha free 90,000 Ghana cities. Asase papebi ukunwi asase de bredi wo Accra airport area hone ade brutal in Canada. Your flexible payment plans, your aden ayaye sinso ayeton very affordable homes, your premium furnished apartment and here for short rentals East Airport and also fantastic stuff. You know, into Oko your office was Soul Clinic International School and any din share any more cantonment into fraying your numbers way so 0557 555 909 0557 555 909 now on a Royal Kingdom Estate into me in the encomo syntax tanking so say any say won to be papa bi anche will be a fee more but more say obeto syntax tank ne back fa cha ebusuya bi na omunsuo problem na solve ma won fakwacha sorry bi fakwacha school bi na solve omunsuo problem e ma won unya syntax tanker you are not just buying people a gift for this year a gift for a lifetime also omunsuo problem for a lifetime it is a ope bi atwa syntax tank kala bi a ope bi a ye e de amount ye ne de inner white layer e ba first e wo Ghana inti ye tanks no hwemu anya de ase etum ni bi emu fitafita ye fia wo be hu na wa twim kama edi nsuo ni gomu na nipa nomo a eye krogen frame 0244 335 168 0244 335 168 na syntax tank ne pebido syntax tank eye strong tough. Translite solar and swaba say NA say oh boka wo electricity bills hododo. Anu ye no enye. Make use of solar. Yem build solar systems are very affordable. Inti no ebema wo kania bo aba fom say you initial investment na here yenya the solar panel ni begu emma wo inverters ni bibia kama ni ekweja to mawa eno ano no afi obehu say air conditioner fridge ni ade etwe power no uyi ni nyina de gu solar yi so na afi wo bulb ne fan now the ama ECG it was afi ECG bills obetua no e wo form kama in the Translite solar so mo ho ma. They've been in Ghana for the past 10 years. Inti omanya the right experience. Omo build the thermal system ma wufie and our officer. Kama. Utimi peska ye diano. You signed this special flexible payment program aba. Ukra 49,000 Ghana cedis. Ye beba be build this system na ma kama. This is the catch. Uyi so obe 49,000 nyina at a go. Oma in 30%. They are spread the economy over 24 months, 2 years. Flexible. They are build the system now for a lifetime. Okania bo ebeba from say you know. And please take advantage of this offer, a 10th anniversary offer. In Michelle Fraying CCR 0504 249 229 0504 249 229. Na Translite solar enya womwa na yemwa na wokane abo no yente so ma kama na bibia ntimi enkoye honorable nti the akoso of parliament name speaker say wa rescind the decision no but not because say wajiatum say overstepping the authority no because say leadership in parliament abehu no and then akasa panichew and we who say the 4 people involved need to show remorse enough ain't na was left suspension no and not because say we overstepping the authority say they na more cow parliament no.
I think obi enim say we overstepping authority obi enim and Mr. Speaker and okasa na niam me na me fa feed your kind no they be fa feed mu ye didi kind me kind of say them me hu no
yes
say impenifo if you have a both majority and minority.
And the minority leadership.
Until one cohuno, so a penny no macohuno.
Okay.
You can say, as I see, na wakufia company.
Yes.
They told me no, I'm catch a penny say, overborn chair. It didn't mean to
leaders, no company.
You know, they didn't go there to have any other discussion with him. Say, because and said the okay. It was not part of the discussions.
Okay.
And let us get the perspective right. I mean, what we are talking about now is say Omanko challenging is the speaker one can say Obie ni Mogana.
Yes.
Including or no speaker. Say no he or beyond the authority in the powers of war by the standing orders of the house. Because if you know I want to the standing orders say Juma. It will be obeya and the standing orders boy brano only to me. Ono nim. It nya ho asem no kokan. Omko according check osre no. Say asem ba fie. Ye nuanom bi aye bone. Na say the e bae no no atia om. Ono e papa. Enti on fa bone nche. And I'm the speaker so the bone atia om. Enti wan kaka say oni sa to me no ana wo sa to me no. Oso ngo besre no. No the bone na che. But as to whether the oyeye no eya na enye no eye nyina ye wo man mu se Ghana for ye nyina ya said ye say wo se hu because ye nyina ye Ghana for Ghana mra na ye standing order se hase standing order se na eche Ghana mra se
yes
enti bia enti enye no enti master na order se Ghana mra enti me gidi say na mu kan no sana speaker and so reacted to it or enti as to whether the caucus were happy or not nyano wase no kan
okay.
Let us also say ye place identity to ye. Because speaker, if they say those who are not remorseful, stand up and let me say, like who?
That's a question or Toma Nipa for and I say,
yeah, can. Because
when I say those who are not remorseful,
because or no, because when he was talking, or no speaker, no person the ruling,
yes.
or the Bemu said they said the caucus is remorseful.
Oh, okay.
And I to show say. Caucus, no, are remorseful or not? No, there was some noise.
One
from the side of the minority. Into the Kohoye, unse say idea waka o say fansu webra. Insu meba make message. Fansu webra. Na you say 72 webra cross la ho no chese bibi o. Yeah. And that is what happened. So Mexica at say kasa. So when Mr. Speaker heard us or say I say and okay say okay what I will say no when you're remorseful no sorry. So but one
are you a free sorry?
Oh, sorry, yeah. As a matter of fact, me na me di rough I said me sorry first. Say me as a me wako use wash. So carry now. And I said no, but I'm going to use the washroom.
Yeah.
And Doctor, are you sorry? Or no, me be the chain or say principles why or principle wise because for him or principles and no believe say there is no, but you pay for the kasai because you know boom.
Yeah.
And you take matching orders if the you cause lead.
But you as a member of the minority, no, was it your wish personally? Say what happened and what's anka mupa speaker chow.
And I make us say your committee area as I call meeting area no take a decision.
Okay.
Whether you like it or not, you are part of the decision because
okay.
Okay. So the caucus decision is that our leader spoke on our behalf.
Okay.
Your kind ye wakasa. Until we just assume say sign your position.
Okay.
But the case here ban 1 there. A lot of us, about 90% of the caucus will not be happy.
But the point is, if you thought, say, okay, you speaker na entry, you call the paper to what end?
That's the point I'm making. And who say, no, it was needless. I mean, enti na medika kacha said, "Dimi no me fefi." Yen penny for no one. Did he kind and they say they went in to see opening. Oh
yes.
Asamaba and opening take action. And I'm opening ho. Two uncle opening no uncle said say mumba aye bonny for bonny chawmo. They didn't discuss anything as to whether speaker no and who they know was who didn't know yeah. No, that was not part of the discussion. Because the speaker didn't tell us that. And our people also didn't say that on the floor of parliament. So the assumption is that Yankasasem.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
The who penny, echo sre penny, and a penny their child, massa. That's all.
Because the point is, if in that meeting, no one insisted, say speaker, do you right? Speaker. That's
the point I'm making.
And then the only recourse will be so okay, which will further.
So the speaker even says, "Oh, if you don't understand, take me to court." Or he pointed to one person. But the point I'm trying to make to you is, and you know, the most important thing is to get our brothers back to parliament. No matter because some microphone at all, some represent you about parliament. So they cannot be disadvantaged in that manner.
Yeah.
When we think that a fault, because before people are blaming us. A lot of the people test our kind. People are blaming the minority. Why are you blaming us? Ghana, sometimes they hammer when you be home. Sentia said any person that's all one tias you. Tio. Only me a meeting say yekono. Ye go veti nipa 4.
Yes.
Ye we 4 now. We say oba cho dey for 2 nka ho. And I'm say 2 dey we anya bi nka ho. We say yo yate. Ye we 2 now. We say there be yensa anya bi nka ho. Me say me nya bi o say na onya bi akọ. And I me ko say me represent me constituency and I'm represent the caucus appointment committee no and I'm nya copper momo quorum. You still have quorum to continue.
Yes.
For you not to continue, no, I have to be there to disrupt you.
Yeah, and people think the disruption could have happened without necessarily destroying public property.
Now, when public properties,
when the investigations would reveal that.
So there hasn't been any after the investigation committee now has been set up.
Yes.
So there hasn't been any investigations. So who is concluding like that? Who is drawing say conclusions? Say and go for because you saw me in the video. But did you see me say me for microphone if you
no.
Almost me for table me go for captain for captain me go for hammer Eddie Bubu No, yes, sir. I was only following orders from my leader. The orders were very strict and simple. On say we should not allow them to have their way because immediately on vetting Kofono, they were going to vet Honorable Okyere Baafi for 5 minutes that night. For 5 minutes. Kakana for who say Honorable Okyere say or say if you not timing dia. Me say to you, one of the good things I am Ghana. People should not take it for granted. They say, Anka ye veti Honorable Okyere Baafi. Thursday you mean na Kakana for who say Honorable Okyere Baafi say if you know or till dia or rent $15,000 a month. One cap, Makamano. $15,000 a month and the salary 15,000 cedis a month. Ghana for Komu Hunda. But for the first time, Ghana for
I said, and I don't because
Anajono say because we've been there for a very long time. Because you walk out.
Asempa FM.
Or if we are just decided to just sit down, yes, yeah, Tonyum, you don't know this one. The American workers who may say NDC for see Tonyuma. I'm gonna say, I'm the question or T1 I'm gonna say you have been discharged, you have veterinary, and they also prepare the report. I'm telling you. They were bent on because who Honorable Okyere Baafi to be called Bontico can't go for one. Now they also in Kawasem. Tio, in one breath, also voter clenam what farms or estates or
yes.
whatever. So no, also one breath, also you were there, you were not the only shareholder. Then another breath, the same vetting time period, no, was also the only shareholder. What kind of inconsistency is this? What kind of inconsistency is this? And still, still I say, Minister of State, and occupying the high office of Foreign Affairs Minister, an embarrassment to the state. Let me catch you where say Onyekwan go through. It's a complete embarrassment. He's going to be an embarrassment or no to the state, Ghana. Let me catch you. Say Onipa say ya or inconsistent. Nanasem, and he has shown so much hypocrisy. On one Kasanin for cry referred as a hypocrite before. Honorable Murtala Muhammad once referred to him as a hypocrite. You know me cry. Somebody like that. Politics there, you know. Me say we are doing politics. See? For me, as a member of the minority caucus, me say I have a lot of friends in the NDC. But now for power, people want some power more. And Honorable Julius Deborah, who is the chief of staff of Eastern Region, yes, sir. Honorable Kofi Omane Boama, many the Fikofodia, being any boom, storing politics boom. So, or succeed ever me there. Me bomb is all succeed because non Tikofodia, not Eastern anymore. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And why would I in any way disrupt? And nobody saw us destroy anything. Me, I'm telling you for the first time. See the making no cry. The way make be no cry. Cause I want kai no money ho. Na me ho. Omo fa microphone dey show NDC MPs no. On the show intentionally to
investigations will reveal.
And I'm telling you, that's the truth.
So there are videos. Investigations will reveal.
But the videos no NDC MPs no more no. They took the microphones and intentionally show up as no. Now when you say
but why would they do that?
But this is poor American workers.
Let's see what the investigation.
So you don't believe? So is it that you don't believe me or what?
Oh no, there are so many videos.
All why when him
what the state or the parliament will work with, no? The report from that ad hoc committee.
So the truth of the matter is that we are so happy the speaker has taken a decision. We are so happy. I mean, our brothers are coming back to work with us. Honorable Dafe McPaul, Honorable Honorable Jerry,
yes,
Saibu,
Jerry Ahmed Shaib,
Honorable Al Hassan Tampuri. These are people that are so very important in the parliamentary work, especially with the caucus. And the GD say, back no, as a papa we don't want to say anything again as far as that is going because they are now back to work as members of parliament and open here. Yeah, the speaker say. Wow.
Ekosi saying so high Asempa 94.7 FM and you still insist say, for the secret ballot for two nominees. That's what will be happening. You are pushing for that.
The caucus
in the end, the parliament
the caucus think just say BBC many parliament is here.
Yeah.
When it say almost because there was a suspension.
Yeah, for 30 minutes.
And it almost go back to conclave to discuss this. But we and CDR, that was the decision I take in.
Caucus
decision take here. Say they were not remorseful and they didn't show sign of being fair to Ghanaians. And the responses to the questions they were asked, and so we believe that as a caucus, Sanko for me anyway. But now we are Honorable Amakofi Baafi.
Yes.
So these two people, we have to we are putting on record. Say I was say yeah Tom Swaba. And now friend say regional secretary. I was no kase and nyahwe when I kase nyahwe baby pa. These people are in minimum wage, it was some more ambitions. And they won't be cut your who told you, Sanyafi? May say, I am telling you on record, me quote me anywhere. Me make a show. Say, yes, a secret voting number so. Yes, I'm so. A baswa. You see, and this is Sabago crowd say crowd to Tiara Crabwa, and this is well to Jan. It is not good for him, because a lot of them the way I'm carry on the committee I'm carry on ye say former back committee on person money Ghana focus I'm explaining my Ghana 40 say what about vetting committee is say ye be kasa Ghana for a bisa wasem through members of the committee it kasa chere ni ntiase na nkofo in some waka chere say Onoboku George Ablakwa Okyere University onya adwuma da why say no what to was explain ye nenko 40 ase na ebia honorable some judge say ebia 2 years ago or say the area housewife or no ohwefio no na de o adane say na ahwe no it is very industrious. We have to understand this. Ghanaians must know. And that is all that Ghanaians want to do. I mean, apart from this, they don't have any other thing. The
other thing is if I don't know, speaker in his decision say or recall MPs ne back, or my consequential orders be say none of those members can be part of leadership bill.
No, he didn't say that.
No,
he didn't say that. It was not part of that.
Okay.
Ruling, whatever punishment. But these are people that conduct in your parliament. And I make a sense. So very unfortunate. Young baby that say yes so some time we swear for parliament. Ghana for you who say anyini ye into your pacho. Yes, anyini ye. But and I make a say we were there. Me no make a I was only there because Obianim say a parliament because now me say buy every back say I should come and be part of
that vetting.
One particular vetting. And I only came to do my work. Masako back. And I'm buy and be share the same way.
Okay.
Yeah, but any part crabby. So your leader said, no, you guys should not move out. We are all staying here. And you may say, me consistency. Me leader ne honorable Kwamina Afeyo marking.
Okay.
Alexander.
Okay.
No my marching on this. And you know saying yes here. We have to just follow.
And there was somewhere.
And then who say we are dead not for because of young Kwai interest in Kwani and now for and the Ghana for Sebi only reasonable Kwa interest, any neutral interest. Well, sometimes people should understand us. Yeah, politicians. No, well, me a corporate person. Go phone tells them how do we a corporate person now? No, me a corporate person. And to me constituency interest them me me never for me say me sorry me neutral any corporate guys say also be behave in this way.
Yes.
Also me please obi crack. I can't decide to please obi na me nya me party for also. Because maybe can be Jahokoya, the party for no be very angry with me. But the party people thought we did well because you say a naso and it brought new energy to the party. And then who said party for no no push here kwenim. Bebe na top of my and he said the party for no pe one national council, I take decision say moko say what's on yano. And if you political party the so in politics, no, you don't only seek your interest, you also seek the interest of the party. Into your mind three line whips now. Because party general secretary or member of parliament, but bet me have to pay a trade line through the leader, and we have to come. So no, on your member of parliament, we are politicians, and sometimes you're now voting Buhamun Tias here. I'm going to go for a concern. Or almost send me messages. Oh, don't do that. I'm saying, don't do that. You know, I can also don't do that. No, I knew. You are part of a party, so you have to also represent the party well.
Yeah.
Because take note that I didn't go for whom you say after that incident, in Parliament, me say your party, there was something new, a new energy. So mean that the party believes that.
But it doesn't have to take what we saw on TV.
Yes,
for the party to have some energy.
No, we have told you in confidence, it was not in good taste. But and the man I say and they say, MP being or father be said. We were only carrying the tables here, pushing tables that you say mum. And just tables in Nancochre. Tables who hold the next committee at transit. And then Kuyano, you say, there be young pray, say, young mum fan Kuyan town transit. Because want to do something so that they will not continue the vetting. But speakers, the microphones, no more they on there. And the NDC for MPs, and I'm the sure. As a matter of fact, I even saw one NDC MP. I saw the person. He was trying to disconnect the lights, AC, air conditioner. Master, what are you trying to do? Me pushing and say, I said, I said, yes, and I'm getting happy. No more.
Let the investigations deal with that. We say Obi. I am Okyere Baafi. Listening to you live from Dubai. Kindly help me wish my adorable lady, Mrs. Angela Opokua at Boy Town in La Paz, a happy, glorious, and productive birthday. May she live to see the will of her creator established in her life. Obi, this woman has been so supportive from day one, and I want her to know that I appreciate all her sacrifices, and her sacrifices won't be in vain. Please speak into her life for me. This is from Okyere Baafi, Dubai, to Mrs. Angela Opokua, who is also in La Paz, Boy Town. Thank you, Obi, and thank you, my brother. Inti, Mrs. Angela Opokua, may the grace of God be made sufficient unto you, and may God comfort you on every side as you celebrate your birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Live to be 94.7 and beyond. We say, Obi, if Sami Jemfi were to be vetted, I swear it would have taken him the whole week at the vetting committee. Greetings to Zagabot of Sassuolo, George Owusu Ewo Modena in Italy. Obi, I'm Akonsi Gariba from Tamale. Okay. If Honorable Ablakwa can put out people's documents for the general public to see and crucify them, why shouldn't Ghanaians know how much he's renting? Okay, nti Akonsi that's my main call ahomane so Kweku Asante abekanse bio from Parliament. Kweku akwa ba te saying
Obi,
nti what's the latest? And then now bit my change is here.
Well, as we speak, Parliament suspension on my back, but we understand there's still no agreement yet on whether to subject some George and others by a secret vote, because even though the House is back, they are discussing statement. Many will say almost yes statement on here at JB Dankwa commemoration is life and death, and the MP has read a statement. MPs are commenting on it. The majority side called for the report on the appointment committee, but Alexander Afenjama came in and said there were still a few issues that have been resolved, but they expect they will resolve all those issues this very evening for the decision to be taken. And there is no movement yet, and the MPs are still haggling to try and reach some consensus. If they don't, then this matter will have to come back to the floor. Now, it's secret vote, that they have to do it, then they have to go ahead.
Okay, into meaning, sir, on secret voting, there is no decision yet.
There is no decision yet because Alexander Martin just said on the floor, said there are a few issues that they are ironing out. and they are not yet done talking to each other. If they finish and the minority insist they will not move their stance on this matter, then it has to go to a secret vote.
Oh, okay. Mate, but other nominees no money issue be our have they approved them? And I say no so munye.
And they will also the other issues now because all of them are in one report, no?
Okay.
Which means to be this will separate the report. But for now they have to try and negotiate for the entire group because also other nominees now by way of consensus. The minister designated for transport, for sport, and all the other persons who were vetted on the same day as Honorable Sam George. And only Sam George by majority decision now, they are insisting on subjecting him to a secret vote. If they do not come to an agreement, the report will come together in one, and then the secret vote will happen on Sam George and the others by voice vote.
Now, the MPs speaker left on suspension or Omaba, have they come to the house?
Yes, two of them are here. Minority Chief Whip Frank Anodon Praise here. His deputy Jerry Ahmed Said, also the MP for Wejagbawi, second deputy majority whip. He is also here. And a number of them, two of them are here. Nathan Report is not yet here. Hassan Tampuli is also not here.
Okay. Kweku, my yenase, me yenase. Me jidi say, the one say o kachwe na wetimi ede amaye yedase papa. Why?
Okay, and that.
Yes. Kweku Asante ena yetene. That's the latest from Ghana's parliament. Still a stalemate on how to proceed on the approvals. No. Honorable Isim say the minority is hell bent. Secret ballot.
As a matter of fact, it's something that I think the whole party has taken a decision on. It's not just the caucus.
More parliament.
Because the party, the party, because we think that these people have not treated us well. And maybe also I'm talking about some of the answers. The mind, we're not convinced that.
But there are those who also think this is corruption trying to fight an anti-corruption campaigner. By that, I mean, Ebimufi said because Okyere Baafi, for example, gained popularity for the anti-corruption stance and the work he did in that regard. And I was stepping on some toes in the immediate past administration. And Timufi said this is a way to get back at him.
It is not just that. For me, it's not just that, my brother. What I will say, Oba as a saint, there's
also about with clean hands.
Clean hands. There's
you are
another
coming to equity. You should come
with clean hands. I mean, this is a very simple principle that, also to be upheld as like a saint in disguise or a demigod, or somebody who claimed not to have sinned before. Because how can you behave like that? See, about parliament, why never bring the guy is not correct? Excuse my language. Like my colleague in parliament. Sorry about that. I retract. My point is that like the own party people.
Yes.
Not because Murtala Mohammed referred or described him as a hypocrite. Wankasa. Wankasa. But yes. Thank you very much. Why did he say that? I'm saying send me one this appointment committee was say your mom is kebi or no the but say appointment committee who got no obi ma 10 cities da. Now the original and the still our principle I was all the bar. I mean, yes, a mouse car. I mean, we got to know of some of us knew before, but we got to know as the committee say Yamo be a car loan. It's car loan. And you buy force obey. You can say a car loan. The money you say the parliament will not give you the money. Say but this cannot. Parliament can be ma company na car company no. So to be able to get the money from the company without buying a car is a serious issue. I was a prosecutor. You should know. Say take parliament say buy a car. I'm giving you $100,000. The loan is a car loan, vehicle loan. And you won't talk car on goji. And parliament say you first can amount. You can a garage company, no, and now say a vehicle owner, a distributor, whatever. And you know, Okwano for a car. But the way we say, scan one fan to car, no. But how did you get the money? How did you get it? We're loyal. How did you get that money? It means you had an arrangement with the vehicle company.
Yes.
You told the government of Ghana a lie and Parliament a lie. You received Parliament, say,
but he made the point that he's not the first MP to do that.
No, but
MPs do that.
But who told that anybody? What are you talking about, my brother? Yes, say, cotton shoes, can we hear the tones you pay? Who say, me pays you, and I can see, pays you, the only way this can we, because tones you pay. Who say, I make cotton shoes, work on this canoe. Now, only in Gofono, car company, na home. Because in this arrangement, you have to give them some money because on this canoe. No one man is kebi. What corrupt no? And to what corrupt to be, what's I just can they to be from? And you claim you are not corrupt.
Now you are dealing in speculations and assumptions.
No, but come on, what are you talking about, my brother?
No. So I will say, Okoji is carry free company. That is, if Okoji is carry free company,
no, but how would you,
or my company for any
no, but how
those are clear,
but how will you get the money for
clearly speculations.
No, but how will you tell me? How will you get the money for?
And to find out how he did that.
I'm telling you, as well, I'm putting it to you. That's how he did it.
But that is what you should have done at the vetting committee.
No, because so that's why we did what we did. For me, I am telling you in confidence, say, any way, sir, my brother, I'm in no parliament. No,
that's what you think.
But be against her. It's a car loan. Also, won't talk no. Babaji loan. Over this guy's next car so loan. You find show sir. Yeah, the Mac car company no. Say ko hika ko fa car no. Who there? Ukwa wan go fa car, what use car? Now that could be fufro. You said you are a saint. Who is saint? Wait, it will be the pianka. My brother, let us see. Entero, Sani may be saying no. Ghana for person who say so look at this Ora I can't care committee no. Ora Kokonsa committee. Kokonsa committee o yatia obika sebia you only work with hearsay. Say where there. Madam for corner.
No, your friend leads. They are leads you act on and do further investigations.
So if you are not investigated and come to a very good conclusion, how can you go out and make such declarations and embarrass the owners of those buildings? And later on, you go back to apologize to them. But when you came to the appointment committee, you busy a question about OB, I will say, or your shareholders or your director, you are now seeking the leave of the chairman of the committee. Say,
part of the rules say when questions are asked, you can seek leave of the speaker of the chairman whether to answer or not.
Make us say, and we are corrupt.
How?
Meanwhile, this is an opportunity for people to know that I'm a saint.
No, but that's how you wanted to approach. No, because no different.
No, I'm saying that this is what you see. It's an opportunity for people to go for it. I'm a bad pa. I'm make a corner. Make sure I'm a saint. Me going to be a saint. Me nya boneda. And if me nya boneda no, I'm say, Mr. Speaker, this is the name of the person.
Baby, I saw
me Makamano.
No, but I want to make
Makamano,
especially when he's not here.
No, Makamano upon respond to a he should respond because you see, this guy has taken a lot of people in Ghana. He has embarrassed a lot of people. He has created problems for, including some of my friends. I'm mere private people. Come Madam for now. Say Madam for no, Madam for no be. No, I can find the document. Now, later, I apologize to that person. Just like that. Just like that. When what kind of behavior is that? And you, this person, when I care committee, Kokonsa committee oral. Uko ena, uko embarrassing go for ewo radio ni television so wie no. Secretly, ucho let take up on mochono. What they do so for you to prove a point FM. Whether you are not corrupt or you couldn't stand the test of time. He couldn't prove to the world. Say he came with a clean hands. He couldn't. Or he has come
but said the committee in a court of law. Indeed, if allegations of corruption are made on me, now me say me vindicating me right as any committee.
They make cannot just say this committee we know.
Yes.
And yet a committee investigate for any wrongdoing and I say any crime.
Okay.
And a committee who opportunity to, because you are going to public service. You want the whole world to know. Say no. Say the Obianim say we say we a saint. Unya bonada. Who you talk about? Ghana how no unya bonada. I'm saying it for him, please.
Kind.
Me kamano. Say not here. Say Anka prove to the world. Let the whole world. Oh, Obi wadaroma samensia. Say when your opportunity say ya. Bagana for who say me. Ampa say na me but you were trying to hide behind the chairman of the committee to dodge or not to answer some of the questions.
In the way in the NPP as a party and its caucus in parliament, we decided to
we think
secret vote.
We think that
on their approval.
We think that he is not very credible, and somebody like that we have to put him at the place that he deserves. We believe say one conductor who ye at the committee. Over committee no, over share committee no prove check. Wow, me say George Ablakwa and fan one just a concern committee. Ake oral. Concern here say committee a M1 committee oral committee M1 any grounds but in law.
Monsono more create impression be about Muamu as a caucus relative to oral no. I say anytime the name oral is mentioned na mu nyina say esro bi ahye
esro
na de mu ye ide
there be the make esro say mo and esro say mo comment
because to even say sanka when involve na hu oral ni mu a anka bia on face problems we are
oral no
yes
me no mienu we dey mesre o you know me visa kwa mesre wadaroma
yes
oral no wadaroma o hwa de na after the be say what were they noted for edu achi no as then what were they
were noted for say a preparatory committee or more evidence.
No, but
I hand you over
what area of business were they investigating recently?
In Sase.
Yes. Okay, fine. So then it presupposes said, Anka, you guys are more outside the one Amamati Urano. You should not be victims of anything like that. Purchase of land, government land. Yes, sir. But all the 3 ministers someone appear before the committee. No, now consider to government land. They all. So what kind of hypocrisy is this? What kind of hypocrisy is this? So are you also going after those people, or you are only going after?
Say oral mandate, no. And yeah, just against immediate past administration.
They don't have the right to go there because they have been told not to go there. By the one who appointed them. What can I say? Because how can you say, "Wo mutaka on live television," or say, "I am mato abaisasi." Russian people abaisasi or say me mato. What can you know? TV no. Okay, we na de chain na say ka oral for the call. Ade chain na say dom levo any oral for amu drones so you can go for free no ko. I got him go for bedrooms.
Now, say oral for one car say they've never said anywhere say they are going after Nkofo because say Oma to Abaya Sas. That's not what they are saying. What they've said, they say there are almost say even in law.
And
absolutely.
So the point is that the point I'm making to you is that, and I'm putting it to you.
Yes, me
say,
too.
all those people to lands, government lands, no, they didn't buy it through the right means.
How do you know?
I'm telling you.
You have to prove it.
Oh, come on. I'm telling you, prove
what? To prove it. You don't
prove what? I'm telling you.
They've shown evidence to effect, say, some of those agreements were simply in law. They will say they are unconscionable. And unconscionability are grounds for vitiate even conduct.
But ours are unconscionable. Ours. Theirs were unconscionable, but ours was. Is that the case? Tell me.
So far,
anybody or a bear chumuko, and I say be a bear a bar present for peso. I bought it. I mean legally through the arrangement that house also. I don't think anybody
the proper valuation of the land.
But the point is that Lands Commission advertising land for sale, either in public or whatever. Any citizen of Ghana, irrespective of the position or office you occupy, you can still purchase the land.
Yes.
All those who try to buy lands, I'm go through process. I am telling you in confidence, me a view. Say, and lands no, through the legal means. Register and these lands.
But then, if they went through some legal means now, they should not be worried. They'll have their day in court.
No.
Because evidence committee na gathering now. Refer the attorney general. And the attorney general per article 88 would have to prosecute.
Yes,
and the people will have their day in court.
Yes, in the
MPP near unsu names NDC nibi. Aye acco into such unconscionable contracts, no. That's why you can go to the OSP.
Those people that make a choice, make a choice. Affiliated to MPP. They bought the land through the legal means.
I know.
Documents in but still, they took their documents and embarrassed them on live TV.
But say, I want one for NDC maybe a winning document. They received way from the public.
Me say. They didn't state to those people say land now one ton right please. Me madam for no on the example. On buy now say for land brother didn't acquire still we
Omo ko ni fie ho.
Omo ko fie no. Omo ko fie ho omo call in a Rambo style. Omo re fie ho no.
And no mo ni sa to
omo ko gije the documents no. And on the okuye to the court TV so no ka sa ansem ho no. O wie no. And man for office on office. So my friend went to the lawyer. Later on,
why am I a friend on call for no? And I will need So why did he go?
Are you asking me that question?
Oh no, sir, make
say
they had no right to summon people.
No, they were exercising right. How many?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
And Okyere Ablakwa,
should not have gone.
And Okyere Ablakwa, the corrupt Okyere Ablakwa was part of it. He corrupt. What I talk about?
Oh yeah, honorable member of parliament. Mind you, say outside the precinct of parliament and the floor of parliament, no, your immunities are no longer there for you. The comments you make here can open you up to a suit in court. Okay, away on the floor of parliament. You immunity. You don't have.
When you go to the land of the dwarf and you pretend to be the best magician, you are the most foolish person on earth. Because what are you talking about? If you want me to retract something, tell me. I'll retract it. As a brother, but I'm just telling you. Assembly said, who got radio so TV so embarrassing for you.
Yes.
Not the same means, you know. Who colleagues are here appointed as ministers of state.
Yes.
On the talk government assassin. I will say one who call for documents to find out whether they bought the lands. I mean, through the legal means or not. They didn't do that.
For example, back when Okyere to shared, say there was an official in the past administration, not an MP, but he was an official. On another side, the document revealed, say, as I say, was a cost about $800,000. Your term man about $42,000. And to him, that's unconscionable. It's plain robbery of the state. Bibi Sanon and Yadri.
They make catch on say, me say, Sanko footing now, almost my adietia abaya.
Yes.
And a Ghana.
Yes.
It is.
You don't crucify them before you take them to court. That's your point.
That's the point. You don't have that right.
Yeah.
I'm rabbi it is how urano. And what they now what to even interrogate people. You can do your own background information. And I make us say they are doing
interrogating people.
But they are doing it.
That was an overreach.
No, but they are doing it.
But the people should not have gone there.
No, but how will they know?
Why should
just a baby configure if make catch say they are my catch say me who you know. Then I have to now come in.
Yes.
So my point is that if you know say who needs to be now, why do you have to even exercise that?
Exercise it in the first place.
Say exercise that to be the crowd who no. It is even wrong.
And no cry yourself.
And no crap on there. Something to be the year called do bow. Me the boys here go because menka. Me the boys here because menka. Maybe no menka because no menka. Because quite do you. Why was it we clean? You have to come well. What's be who say water. You come clean. That's all we are saying. Do things well. You can't just come and do things the way I open. No, it's not done anywhere. That's the point I'm making.
Okay.
The point I'm making.
Okay.
It my son is simple. Me born say Ghana phone now be who they make no but say. And who said the see as a country you do say ja and also ye ni ye. Obia but so ka so nye ni ye. If you question now dodgy questions no. Here me say what the hell. That voter claim is it farms or what?
Yes.
So voter claim farms or estate. Me who said can or say the first question now after you bizarre or say the other directors. How no can say name the directors now say or seeking the leave of the or the leave of the chairman. Chairman say don't name them. Then about 25 or almost 30 minutes after that, 1 hour after,
yes.
And that question, the same question. I say now I'm the shareholder, so shareholder of the business. What kind of inconsistency is this?
Honorable, my answer, I think we've spent quite some time on this. Yeah, that's it. Unfortunately, the member of parliament for Goan constituency, Fred Agbenyo, and to me, obviously because of the air cost in parliament.
That's why I say, see a man, I didn't be a million.
Position.
That's
how fair deputy ministers list.
Hey, deputy ministers 18 pay.
18, yeah.
18 no, yeah, you. Make a bombing in the idea.
In the war by now, young friend.
What the deputy minister me bought Ford background franchise.
Okay, Ford, dear Henry, dear.
I'm Pemiako.
I'm Pemiako,
Esu
Yaman,
and
deputy minister.
Suini.
Alasan Suhini.
And franchise.
Okay.
We have a franchise.
Alasan Suhini is likely to.
The guess is likely. Make cancel. So that make cancel. Like a crab, make you count.
I'm Pemdako, Alasan Suhini. And why be you?
Make you count.
I don't go in your deputy.
I don't go be the channel of finance committee.
Okay.
Men are maker.
Yes.
I don't go be the.
I have no cause to doubt you.
I don't go.
So leader, sorry, Bubu, DB, almost in our
so you see some of them are.
Na here, James Agalga, Tony Magalga.
Killer, he should have been there. See, oh God, that guy is a gentleman.
Agalga,
Massa, he's something else. NDC for Enko for me woman of parliament pa
Agaga.
I'm telling you, he's an excellent gentleman, a gentleman par excellence. I'm telling you, in terms of knowledge of the law, knowledge of parliamentary work, and the relationship with parliamentarians.
Okay.
Yeah, first time you know, he's one of the person or friend ban in chain me bonkobo.
Oh,
or no any.
So I minister.
Yeah. So I was expecting him to get that position. Me bompire man pa man can boy. I'm me bompire mom pa no can be. Only.
And I was a deputy minister there.
Man, keto wasa e deputy minister bio. Enti be dwe ho minimum. E she me pa man can me boy.
Na Samson here.
Samson here dey so say be a do don't me deputy minister bio.
Aden.
And I said the deputy. I said oh a big boy do. Und I say he's a 6-term MP.
MP.
Na why deputy minister so happy.
And the honorable Obi Amu so your deputy minister.
But that on your system MP. We your system.
Watch it.
And tell us deputy. Because Omohono, Omoroje Hono, and my candle the other boy up and say, I'm catching Richard a jump was a minia.
Oh, and ye.
It's I end there. Minian Richard Champo, maybe could be jammed quite crass and maybe from a car.
Oh,
Miniano.
Oh,
and tea. And now, me say, Yashe,
only
leader. I don't go the only day me I don't go Suini. Once a good man and a gaga.
Oh,
Charlie, that guy is something else. Oh, but Yame many repa. But believe we say, our pedibe who sa fo ya making. See, because some of them they are coming in and a parliament. Everyone ma party. And these are people that be sure was like a reward. But you know the president too is somehow handicapped. He's restricted by the numbers of and he or no he will try his best, but he will not be able to get something for all of them. But I was almost presidency, almost team and penny as I say kakra. But Gaga didn't name me yardo. Man can't me boy.
Now see Eastern region more new minister you
I friend is saying Mrs. Awate Akusuya.
Unim no.
Minim personally, but minim obi onim no.
Now utie ne veteran or a solid man.
Me tie ne veteran there I was not impressed.
Oh sir.
I was not impressed. But then Keva assure me, Roger Chairman assure me say she's a strong woman and she can. And sometimes it's not because a man or something want to be pressure, no.
Yeah.
Vetting pressure, no.
Yeah, baby, I'll call
a man maybe no want to be, but I don't doubt his credibility. Say the friend is any competence. Say the almost why you must presiding member or schools or running school Kasiepa.
Oh, okay.
And why you must deputy regional urban organizer of the party.
Okay.
I don't doubt her competence. The bomb is a rather mono. And then no fear you must say.
I say I'm more MPs now. Some which mean in here.
So the choice.
One who hosting.
Me say now so for madam for by force. Go madam. And madam and then so started you say make kind. Say and then was started juma. The bomb is want to be any juma na me dey of madam by force. Now and you got so hammy. Because hammy was
yeah. Or how they
because me make food you me make food you see me I'm a bonded that so the a second D takwade bonded die no. Oh say the obi we takwade bonded die there. Me
oh Koforidua
bonded die there. Bonded die there
true and true Koforidua.
Oh maybe or no or back of food be say on the residence.
Also offer
offer the ofi the krobo ba o be fa lo kwan tintin wo ba o ntimi fa to krobi mu nko. Okay. Ko do di ma na kwa oni ma ko Roger Minister residence main road no so. Ba mi minim kwa bebre ko ho. Yeah. Me minim kwa be aba 50. Me fi am ko ho. Me fa kwa am 50. And also to mu say and also near and luckily for her no MPP for MPs omo region omo ye very nice, very nice. Me jiri so beti ni na adwuma. Enti eno an say onsua obaba kwa odi kan buy lady back on refinity no or NDC Media Minister. She did so well. She was so nice. And onsua no ni nya adwuma. That's how we do it. Because see Parliament Emekano, some of them make I'm not kidding. Some of them make compatible mom. Me now for the old man. Me the one command me. Wow. Yeah, because I may not get anything from them, but at least betia buanko for me. And that is good because betia buanko for betia assume ye. To be bumpy
now so far Eastern region share in ministers about so far no
Eastern region knows that so far no
defense
and chief of staff
chief of staff
and no happen
but those are two major
but these are two big ministries and these are big boys in the party no obia nobody can underestimate
Julius Debrane
or strength or our party. Say when we go men for our party to see and these are people that and for Julius knowing him no on disappointing thing for on some even no position kwa no near bonko for on some Julius in some on some and I believe say on be juma poa Eastern region they are canon on your regional hospital and be was able to finish it. Me honorable Julius the Bekasa. Yeah, for the show. Me quining na. And your first club because you bear crap. Is there will be a better food their crab by you are crap. Into no munya na kunu munya fe. Na region mo. Ye who say you be
modern mo Koforidua then Koforidua for the Bekai MPP aban.
Oh Koforidua
Koforidua
nkwa bebre yes sports stadium no ye.
Sports stadium.
Yes, and no yanka and your roads, your central business district roads.
No, no, say so to tweet.
Everybody on the car.
As far now, we are Dallas Becca says so to tweet.
$1.
I want him Dallas. No, NDC regional communication. I want to two.
Now one can say, okay, cry.
So,
Obakufudia. Yes, Obakufudia, no matter what Corona and Obia bo Maripoma Basso. When yes can be fear by that time, but or the again or getting now my excellent my
KTU and him Hawkeye says what
there be a whole yet and castle well
crooning finfian
me see ministry of mom Exim Bank for Boami. Mama see ministry of Makufu that take university. Me commission Friday we are.
Oh sir. Big and my Jubilee Park and so forth. And the end of Frona Jackson's Park for no Kufu. They go for the Kai. MPP na don't know Jackson Park from. Yeah, friend is saying very brave Kofodia.
I back a court for court complex. A big one pa a extremely sweet. It says couldn't film. And you normal courts with bungalows.
Okay.
And no, you be kai by a bumpire say the monk can I buy naba. And this is for Yakasa here. Young bumpires won't feel it that. The other man in Paris. You be so cost no to me succeed. Nagana phone in your home for and ye pay. And on that MPP are buying pay or MPP are buying a beam pesa, a bit of pesa. Come succeed a many budget. It means that Ghana in Punto will be a becacho Kofodia. Me se Kofodia, me catch up the beer say Kofodia Bekoswa. Me, I think nobody has ever done this in Ghana. Me pet my say me call was the end this anyway or be a good person. Grumuno dachi, no grumuno. Me used to be obey the but I did that because me who say I was to be good people. I'm bet ya boa. I boa konum punto ocha. Because it's not about me. It's not about my party in Kwa. But it's about Krono.
Yeah.
Se Kofodia, a bomb didn't say be a buyer no. Na me MP Kofodia. Na me a politician. E be a me wukono. Just say, hey, politician be buy you or buy no or boa Kofodia for mo munya juma or boa Kofodia for mo muye say. Me din be terrible. Yeah. Now, when one year, Papa, or one may share your room, one may walk room for people will not say good things about you when you are no more.
There are those who still believe, and in fact, we have my last question. Look, no kind. Sir,
I may regretted that.
You are one of the few. Mufri see.
May regretted that. May regretted that. I knew the question you're going to answer. People, I don't know why people say that. Me catch will be. I said, me. I'm also among one of the few people. I may what plan my life. Politicians may be what money. Politicians may be what I'm call as and when no take decisions. No, me take me political decisions and read that. Obi anim. And me take you to me announce so. I'm who say them and to be any intentions any whatever me next line of action there. Very simple. I don't just do politics. No, because we need me. Me because I was like a university, 2002. Now I was coming back politics straight. Because I'm in school 2002. No, most of them came to do politics. To do politics. But President Kufuor can testify at that time. No, that young people now, Pastor Diababe research or Castle. I didn't come, Mama. No. Okasa omufa na much find nambra. Most of my people, politics, student politics. But me go straight into corporate. So I went straight to do corporate. Me go corporate, me go for about 15 years. Okay. And I'm a free corporate now back to politics. And I told myself, say politics, some kind of politics, public service, parliamentary politics, within a period. But me we are not gonna be Parliament Street, but I had to use free zones as a springboard. Let me thank you. And I say. Me implement this number of years, then I'll go into the next phase of my life. So that's how it is. Me regret it. People think why should I regret that? I may regret it. I'm a businessman. No more name me. I'm a businessman. Yeah, so I do business and I started doing business longer. Then I be obia only me be and say me business. And we say no chance. Ona me ka se me ko bia o se me ko he den ho me ko he me ko he de minya ho me ko he de minya ho enti no e dey adom by the grace of God and nyame adom nyame kutai kakra or hang and yes you don't need to be a politician say na what did he by the grace of God we have things that hang kakra on chain akakra binya no e be sport to fie. We are doing our best. Me dey check sema me of Ethiopia dey bia o catch him say some or Germany.
Oh Germany. Yeah.
Me of me pen sempa. I from magistrate.
Oh nice.
And my friend of Josam or Düsseldorf or Germany or Anka Michel. I don't know why.
It's pa. Yeah. E ko see saying so higher sempa FM. But say Kofori, do you have also approval of the job you've done for them so far?
Oh, but so far, I think me to be my whole fans. Yeah. But Kofori, therefore, and I better testify to what I've done. Okay. I think my Dimitri, like that, Mekano. So far, I think my building, me Kofodia, I'm building 3 AstroTurf, 2 normal AstroTurf, and 1 mini stadium. And
which is different from maybe a assist match.
Different from that. My 2 town.
Okay.
6 match in the crampo at the back of Kofodia crampo and something else. And but today, Saturday, Friday, you commission the mini stadium no Kofodia Teka University.
Okay.
And see, cost me almost about as a bank for Boame. Almost about
also the counterpart funding.
And I mean, I'm spending almost about 7 million in that work. By a Juma.
Wow.
And I say police station, mom.
Oh wow.
It me commission you in Nabum. Me commission police station no 11 o'clock. KTU police station because now that is a school na be kese and a honor a community.
Okay.
So and you know my the police station na say to me commission na and MSSC a nice toilet facility am school back from Ruiz Presby. And me commission me answer abom
at a go
on Friday.
Wow.
Now for the following month must have commission 2 other projects. And they all say yeah no I think I mean, minimum and that mean customer first, mean be second. But the yame kakra yam person me no. Me go so yeah.
But see, I wish how stronghold cities, no. So now mini sweepy more stronghold cities now. The next point might be for you.
Yeah, but see, I'm telling you in confidence again, my brother. Me na make a choice say. Kofodia, the NDC for they shouldn't even think of getting Kofodia.
We sure
because you know we'll reverse the trend. Me just say we know on the election way was a different elections. Your whole template will be that. Now people are underestimating that fact. But what me underestimate fact no. Template way you won't be that Ghana. This is the first time I who election say be paying because the post be anywhere matches as the who results. Yeah, and actually say this elections was a difficult election, different election altogether. But what we have to do is that we have to get our numbers back. And my promising Kofodia MPP, for my promising MPP national, whether I'm the candidate or not, we'll get our numbers back. Kofodia, even your numbers back. We'll do it.
Kofodia will not be like second.
No. It won't happen. As I keep yes, only said me politics. They know. Me sure say campaign no. Say campaign say me. What do you mean? They know. Me, I'm a grassroots person. Me and the way I do politics, you know, I think only few people can do it like that. And not to the cost to me match, you know. And because Edia, go for when you know the was obi nka say we nya to be dase. Edia na we nya bi. E want to mo bi abi. Edia okoche community we bicycles. Okoche community we is one mambi. Want to be go cho bi abi. But ning na be sua de afrim. Na ye dia aye hu yi ochra. But then I can tell you say they're out cry. We will never allow that to happen. We will go all out. As a matter of fact, we have started work. And we have also hired a consultant to also work on. But
affect what you can do.
No, I can't. No, I can't.
You still do what you're supposed to do.
I would even do it better than me first because this time what time be bring all bit me parliamentary work use it for now I'm going to work very active in parliament. I'm going to be very active in parliament. You see me a lot more in parliament. So doing more radio. In
the constituency.
Who's the first party or parliament? But now you see me a lot on parliament. So then go for me this time. And now be who me say me ye constituency juma won't say me bibia me and I will bring more because we know how to do it. We know how to get people to help us to do it. Yeah, politics said there. Unko bit ya me nko that be okay mo kakra so. That's what I do. And I'm able to get a lot of people to support me to achieve to the advantage of Kofodia. And what is so important, they say some ministry you Kofodia ni bien munyam. Kofodia for a boy, but Kofodia a boy power kromo. In the boy kromo power wa Kofodia year man. You see the shin munyam.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. It didn't Very well. Very well. Mate. Enti honorable me na ase.
Mate Mira. Medasipa.
Very, very well.
Thanks so much, brother.
Fantastic. Eko see science na higher Sempa FM.
The brand mamba. Obi.